Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Game Ball Podcast stream. I'm your host, Mark, and we are playing Mega Man. Mega Man 2, I should say. Let me lower this because it's going to be loud for you guys. And we'll get started. We should finish it tonight. There we go. Alright. Just wanted to make sure the volume was good before I open it up to you guys, so. Alright. We are in the boss rush phase. So yeah, let's get on with it. I do forget who is where. So, Iceman, I believe, is the fire thing. Just want to make sure. Man is Bubble Lead. Alright. 2 down. Okay, that's right, I gotta exit. Woodman is... Fuck! Alright, we gotta do that all again. I hit the wrong button. Upside to, or downside to having... Downside to having, the quick... Hey, Metal Militia! The quick load on a button on the controller. Yo, that's Flash, man. What is his weakness, then? Did I just, like, forget it? Middle Blade. Alright. Weird. Alright, let's go to someone else. What is Bubble Lead? God damn it, everything's Metal Blades. Why is this not working? It should be working. I'm gonna reset this. Oh, it's Quick Man. I'm an idiot. We're gonna restart. I thought that was Cut Metal Man. There we go. What is Crash Man again? I should have these memorized. Parachuters. There's Metal Man. And Flash Man is Metal Blades. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'll use the energy tank if I have to. I think the first guy is... It's Metal Blades and the Bubble Lead. Final two bosses of the game. Why is that so hard? Alright, I got it now. I got it now. I remember now. It's the end of the game. I just gotta not fuck up. Alright, here we go. I lost the rhythm. I was all out of sorts there. Jumped too late. I want to check something real fast. Okay. Alright, so it is just... I just gotta be better. I just gotta be better! I gotta be like almost perfect through here. Almost perfect. I'll reset if I run out of juice. I wish I wouldn't have got fucked. Now I gotta be like almost perfect. I want to test something here. Already fucked up. That's bullshit. Alright, this might take a while, because I don't have an E-tank. I should have saved the E-tank. Oh, I don't have any crash bombs. I'm trying to figure out how do you avoid those things. Alright, we got through that. Hopefully there's another level. Oh, thank God. I get to heal. Hey, Dan.
Here we go!
Alright. Final boss time. Alright. Alright. I gotta remember to save right before the door. I switch into my bubble lead. Alright, time to take down the alien. Okay. I got this. I just gotta maybe double hit the button. Forgot to change. Alright, that's it. I gotta hit him with 1 or 2 times. Yeah, that was bullshit. Alright, here we go. One more hit. Got it! It's done! Mega Man 2 is complete! I think 32 minutes is enough tonight. Now the slow, Incredible Hulk walk. Alright, now we get back into a game I never played before next week. Well, no, I played Mega Man 3. I shouldn't say that. I have not beaten Mega Man 3. Once we get to 1, 4, 5, and 6, I've never touched. Music goes so hard. Woodman! And now back to the credits when they used to hide certain people's names. Always a fun time. Hell yeah. Another Mega Man in the books. That was another fun one. I love Mega Man 2, and I still think it's one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I absolutely adore that game. Um, if you ever played a Mega Man or have any interest in playing a Mega Man, you can try playing one. And this isn't going to be one of those arguments that I've had with Ant or, on other podcasts or on this podcast, this channel. It's not one of those where I think you should play Mario 3 before Mario 1 or anything. Mega Man 1 is much closer to the arcade game, or an arcade-like game, than 2 is. 2 is a video game. 2 is a console video game. It feels smoother, things are more fair, and in general, normal's pretty easy. Difficult's hard because, the damage switches, essentially. And you gotta be more conservative with your ammo and all that stuff. But yeah, 2 is a video game. 2 is where you want to start if you want to... If someone said, I want to experience Mega Man, and why everybody loves Mega Man, I 100% would say you either play 2 or 3. 1 is, like I said, 1 is very much like in that classic Donkey Kong, even Contra, like sort of those old arcade games that were supposed to make you feed quarters, so there's a lot of unfair places in the game. And like 2 and 3 do not have that. There's tough situations, but it's not as much like meaning for you to die so you can put another quarter in the machine. This isn't like the Mario and the Zelda thing. Is more of a personal opinion where I feel the physics in Mario 3 is better for a more modern gamer than the physics are in 1. And that's why I suggest 3. 3 are shorter levels. You can get things, sort of understanding things in that game. And with Zelda's is Link to the Past is so much more straightforward in its setup than Zelda. Zelda was meant to be an adventure game in the sense that you had to go around and find stuff and figure out things and, do a lot more of the adventure game side of action-adventure. Which 1's a great game. I just love 3 more. And I feel like it's a lot easier, in my opinion, and this is sticking with Mega Man. Mega Man's in the same conversation. It is a lot easier to go from Zelda 3, or Link to the Past, back to Zelda 1, than it is to fall in love with Zelda with the first game, in my opinion. Same with Mega Man 2, same with Mario 3. You can start off with those games. If you really love those games, you'll fly through it. But I feel it is easier to play 1 and go back than try and start from the beginning. I know I might be wrong in that sense. I think the same thing holds true for Final Fantasy. I think you sort of have to work your way back from your generation. So what I'm saying that is, nowadays kids either play 13's a little old, but sort of like they play 16, 15, 13, like they play one of those first. Get the idea, love the characters, love all that. Then you play 10. And you get a little more of that old school Final Fantasy feel that 10 has. with still modern looking graphics because of all the remasters, a modern story-esque to it, and then you jump into the PS1s. Now, whatever order you play those in doesn't matter. It's just the type of game you want. 8 is very systems heavy with the junction system and figuring that all out. 9 is very much story focused, more like a play. It has some elements to it, but it's much more for the story. It's as much of a Final Fantasy 1 through 6, more so than 7 and 8 was. And then 7's its own thing. 7 is it can be your gateway in. And Remake works for this too and all that. But I will always stand by that with Final Fantasy, you need to play one that's more in your modern wheelhouse. Like, I started with 7, which was my 13-year-old game, or 12-year-old game, when 1997. And it was in my wheelhouse. That was graphics I was used to. Well, graphics blew me away, but, like, that was the graphics setting I was used to. Story was good. I understood the systems and all that, and then I was able to go back. I played 8, 9, 10, and once I beat 12, I went back to 6 and got to appreciate all that. I don't know. I just felt like going on the rant after Mega Man 2 here about older games and how I think being a little strict to the you have to play them in order, I think can be a little, what's it called? Restrictive. Yeah, especially Final Fantasy. Wherever someone comes in with Final Fantasy. The one absolute opinion that I will die on the hill with is that in 2025, you should never start with Final Fantasy 1. Never. Whether you want to start with, like, 4, 6, even 5, maybe 3. 3, Japan 3, not 3/6. In that NES event, if you want to start anywhere there, that's fine, and then go on to more modern. But Final Fantasy 1 should be a game you play once you know you like Final Fantasy games. Yes, best Mega Man ever. And I was just having a conversation about if I was telling people if they want to understand why Mega Man is popular, they need to start with 2. Do not start with 1. 1 is the least like the rest of the series, at least through the NES. And I was getting on a Final Fantasy rant. But essentially, it's what a lot of these old games are. You know, we grew up to where we could play a lot of these, like, well-known game franchises from the beginning. So we're like, of course, you could play in order. Gotta do an order. But I think just learning from my niece, working her backwards, helped with Mario. So she played Odyssey, loved Odyssey at like 8 years old. Then I got her to play, 3D World, and then I got her to play a couple side scrollers, and I sort of worked it back, and now she loves Mario. When she's not playing her shooter games. But, I just want to go in an old school rant here. Maybe I'll bring it up on the podcast, too, on Friday. But, yeah, so that was Mega Man 2. I knew I had to fill a couple of minutes here because we finished it 32 minutes in. Archive should be up. Death Stranding should be up by the end of the week with every one of them. We'll be back on Thursday with Final Fantasy VI, a Friday with Podcast Prime, and then Trails on Saturday and Sunday. So, and then maybe a special stream on Monday for Labor Day, depending on if I am not going anywhere for Labor Day. Same goes with Sunday with Trails. I doubt I have anything on Saturday, but yeah, so. All right. Thank you, Carrot. I'm going to start Mega Man 3 next week, so be sure to come by and watch me play that. I have not played that game in close to a decade. I played this one more often, so that's why I was a little better at this one. But yeah, so. All right. Thank you for joining me. Yep, I vamped enough to get to about 45 minutes. That should be good enough for a video, and maybe people that watch this on YouTube go, oh my god, 45 minutes for just the boss rush and the final 2 Wily bosses. You know, and not have my rant at the end. So, alright. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Meta Militia. Thank you, Carrot. I'm sure Goat is spiritually here with us. And we will see you on Thursday. Make sure you check out the podcast. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All archives go up on there. I should have the Trails 1 demo going up tomorrow. Death Stranding and things like that will be up there as well. So, again, thank you guys for joining me. And we'll see you next time. Bye!